Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Strifium, and welcome back to another Misfits Racing League highlights video. Of course, we are back for the Oceanic Grid. We're here in Spa. It's the Belgian Grand Prix, and it's round 4 for these guys. We hope you enjoy the highlights that we picked out. Ben the Bear on pole position. Revo in second. Wangod rounding out your top 3 with Mikow in 4th. Domi in the Williams in a reserve capacity today in 5th. Very hard to commentate qualifying in the first 10 minutes of qualifying 4 times. All right, I think we're good to go here. 4 or 5 red lights here in Spa. It's the Ardennes Forest, the Belgian Grand Prix. We're away. Ben the Bear off the line now, and it's Trin with a good start. He's already gone up quite a number of positions. Revo already on the outside of Ben. Let's take a look at how things are panning out through the center of this field. There's already a car off, and who's that now? It is Trin in the Ferrari. He's had an issue.
Watch them all file up here. He's also taking out Psycho with him. Ben the Bear's got Reba for company up the front. Here comes that slipstream chain.
Yeah, Apollo. Wheel to wheel now. He's made it ahead of T-Mac coming down the Camel straight. They're wheel to wheel. That is the Haas moving through.
Ooh.
Apollo's come round now. Big reset to track there out of the Mercedes. The stewards will be happy we caught that.
Enough alongside.
Impulse has had an issue.
Test for the Apex.
He's gone round. He's going to be looking to get back on track. We're going to take a look at the front end here. It does not appear that he's had any damage on that car. Could have just been an issue coming down the hill. Let's take a look back. Potsy, the Ferrari, tight to the rear of Panda right now, coming down into the chicane. Is he going to go for a lunge? He looks to the inside, but we don't see the move just yet. But of course, Potsy has some company behind him. That's combined, and Big Al going wheel to wheel. T-Mac's looking for an opportunity as well. Wangod and Domi exchanging. It looks like Wangod and Domi. Wangod in 4th right now. He's actually in 3rd. Mikow is not leading this race. Wheel to wheel right now. The Williams on the outside with a little bit of a weave, looking for space here. Wangod squeezing him off to the inside. Who's going to be later on the brakes? Wheel to wheel coming through. A little bit of contact. Domi gets loose there, and Mikow is looking at him real close in the Red Bull. Quite just yet. Mikow and Domi wheel to wheel now, coming down on the exit of the hill. Domi is struggling here on that curb. Freeware is going to be looking to really inherit position and time. Freeware on the rear of Domi, looking to the inside now with a late lunge. Is he going to get it done? There's a bit of contact. He's got that damage on the front left, and he's come around, and there's a Red Bull that goes straight into him. That's Panda out of this race. We're back to green flag racing. There's very tight gaps on this grid.
Run. Got a terrible run out of turn 1. Just he's trying to get a wide line just to avoid running into Henners, but that's cost him here.
T-Mac and Impulse have had an exchange, and there's an exchange further down the grid, but let's take a look at Ben now as he's got the run. He's got Henners.
Interesting enough, Henners gets a little bit out of shape in the middle of Eau Rouge and at the top of Radio, and they just allowed Ben, who had a much smoother run up there, get through.
And Apollo having an exchange. Ghazi is quite close. Henners and Mikow wheel to wheel right now. Mikow and Henners through the chicane, and it's going to be Henners losing out. Perhaps Ruben. Ruben's come wide, and he's gone into the inside wall coming through out of turn 19. We're wheel to wheel between. Well, Freeware was in on that exchange. No, excuse me, that was Henners. I am losing my mind here. Wangod and Mikow have had an exchange.
Domi just absolutely mugged off Mikow and Wangod.
In a fight for the lead. Coming down the Camel straight. This can't be anything other than an overtake there. Ben.
Yeah, the back out.
Wheel to wheel.
Revo's
through Lacombe around the outside. It's very tight here. Revo gets back through. He gets a little slip on the curb, but of course, it's very tight racing for the race lead right now. Coming down through. Ben just out ahead. Revo's got the optimal inside here, but it's going to switch back for Ben on the outside. Is Revo going to be able to hold on to the tie driver? Things are so tight between these two as we move down the hill. Ben folds behind Revo for now. Really wanting to see all season long. We're seeing it here unfold on a very iconic circuit. But Domi says, well, Domi wants in. He wants in on this action, big time.
We could very well get 3 wide if Domi uses up his ERS. Well, I don't think we'll have it. Or could we?
Oh, it's very tight. Revo on the inside right now. He's got Domi on the outside. Inside, where are these drivers? Revo is holding it through in lead of this race. Domi is very shaky, and this is giving Mikau an invitation to the party with Wangod as well. Mikau, Domi, wheel to wheel coming down the hill. This is absolute intensity.
Oh my god. The 3-1 in the Lacom, that never works, and they somehow just were able to scrape out as Wangod's making an opportunistic move on Mikau here. He's got the move done, well done. Here we go.
What a run. The ability of that DRS, and both of these drivers are absolute flat on battery. There we have the move, Mikau and Wangod. Just a clean cut move through into Lacombe. Car to take. You can see the run. It's a lot. Is this going to give Big Al an opportunity? No. Freeware. Oh, Potsy's tapped him through. Freeware's gone into the wall. No.
Yeah, that's a bit bad. Oh no, that's Potsy's fault.
It doesn't look like he's taken any damage, and now it's T-Mac who's gone in. Ooh, yellow flags. I think Freeware thought he might have been clear there, but it's a difficult angle. Is he going to get that run? You can see he's got that dry battery, but he's got a better run than holding that inside. Revo ahead now, coming down into the braking zone, and he is clear ahead in this fight for P1. He has made it back into lead of this race where we saw him take it on the opening lap. Mikau into third.
Mikau got Domi as well. Those hards coming to life. Look at that. Look at the mediums. They look like they're in game grainy. They're starting to lose their life.
Combine gets ahead of Big Al now, and we're starting to see these final phase exchanges. Has a charging McLaren right on his gearbox, and here we have it, the DRS and the overtake in full utilization this time around, and you can see the speed carrying ahead as Henners moves into 11th position. He's got a second to catch ahead of him for that final points position. We'll check in with him in a moment. Meanwhile, Big Al within a second of combined. It's the hards versus the mediums, and Henners is just going to eat that Ferrari alive coming down into Lacombe. Well, Revo now is going to take it. The checkered flag is waving. He crosses the line with the race win here in Spa, and it's Ben second here around Belgium, with Mikau crossing third quickest. Then it's Revo 4 for 4 for the Alfa Romeo. The Sauber Esports development driver is on fire.